Finally, we get a phone camera worthy of filming with. Nah, but this thing's pretty sweet. I got the iPhone 17 Pro in a small rig cage with clip-on handles. Took it out to capture some of the aftermath of the recent floods we've had here in the Pacific Northwest. Now this is a few days after it was really bad in this area, so the water's way down from what it was. And all this first stuff was shot with just the phone, not snapped into a cage, no handles clipped on. And man, the difference was huge as far as how vulnerable I felt holding my phone out over water compared to when we went to check out these waterfalls and I was completely carefree walking around with my hands on the grips. There's a Bluetooth record button right there for the thumb, which can be taken off if you want to record remotely. I mean, this was by far the first time I felt good about using my phone to capture footage. From the recording process all the way through to the color grading. Not one step did I hit a snag where I felt like it would deter me from doing this again in the future. I've tried to make phone cameras work in the past, and for me, it's just always been that the quality was so far behind a full-frame mirrorless camera. But this thing is really taking big leaps as far as bridging that gap. I was surprised how good the Apple Log 2 footage was for color grading. So here, I'll break down my workflow. I'm using the Blackmagic app, which I highly recommend. Shooting in 4K Apple Log 2 and H.265. At this point, I just don't have any interest in dealing with massive ProRes RAW file sizes. That's not what I use my phone for. I love being able to airdrop very manageable clips straight from my phone to my computer, bring them into Adobe Premiere Pro, and if I really want to streamline it, I'll use Lumetri to color correct and grade. But if I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of render time for a more cinematic look, I would use the film emulation plugin Dehancer, which has all kinds of film-like features to mess around with. I like picking out a film stock that matches the theme of whatever I captured, throwing a little bloom on the highlights, maybe some film grain. Now this is when I was kind of expecting to be disappointed. Just pushing the shadows and colors of phone clips, I did not expect it to look this good. This is all my first experience really diving into using my phone to film with. Hopefully me sharing my workflow helps you out, but if you have any tips that could help me with my process, hit me with them down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.